Hi guys, today I'm really super excited about this video because it's all about Q&A. You are asking and I'm answering, and I have many questions about my journey, about my work, and let's start. First question is, which pigment color is the most popular for me, most favorite? I don't have the favorite color. Maybe I do. I'm working with different brands. If I'm working with, for example, Etalon Mix, I like number 3 for brows. When I'm working with lips, I love the color Berry from Pigment. I really like it because it's cold pinkish yellow, cold pinkish color. When it comes to eyeliner, I really like BB Black Sviatoslavo Chenash color. And when I'm working with the hair technique, or maybe I would like to change it for mineral pigments, I really love Mocha from Clinita. Have you ever really messed up your work so much that you had to return a client's money? Yes, of course I did. It's just because, it's not possible to have all your clients 100% happy. It's not possible, even though you are master, you are teacher, you are judge, you are speaker. It doesn't matter how good you are in permanent makeup. You still have clients that maybe client have unreal expectations. And if you decide to work and if you decide to do a procedure for a client that you already know she is kind of, hard to deal with, then of course sometimes it happens I have to give her money back. It's just because I feel I don't want to deal with this client. It happens me maybe 3-4 times that I had this kind of client, and I knew it before I started to do a procedure. I knew that she is hard to deal with, and I knew it's gonna be hard when it's healed because her expectation was unreal. And for me, it's better to give her money back than to deal and to think about her, to deal with her and change all these messages with her in the evenings. So today, I don't work with the clients that I feel is not okay in the beginning. How long have you been doing permanent makeup? For me, it's already 15 years in this industry, but I can tell you, with a hand on my heart, I think permanent makeup for me is really beautiful only 5-6 years. That today I'm able to undergo this procedure as well. Because when I was doing permanent makeup 15 years ago, I didn't want this permanent makeup on my own. I didn't want it on my brows. I didn't want it on my lips. I wanted to create this art, but I didn't want on myself. And today, I don't know what master to choose to have my brows done. So I think today permanent makeup is very beautiful. And what this permanent makeup suffered the most from, it's the reputation. It still gets really bad reputation because of the bad heal results. My goal is to change the reputation of permanent makeup in the whole world. If I'm able to do it, I would do it just by teaching people how to understand the permanent makeup, how to understand the meshes, the needles, the skin condition, how to do a proper and correct permanent makeup for every client. So this is my goal. I hope I'll get this mission done. So which technique is the most popular in the world? I think the most popular technique still is the powder brows, even though the lips are so popular as well right now. And I think now is a trend to do even more natural permanent makeup. So I think it's kind of changed with the technique from powder brows to hairstroke technique, I think. But microblading is still popular in our country, in the Europe, so much. I don't think it's in the foreign countries so much than it's in Europe and in Slovakia and Czech, for example. But I still think the most popular technique is powder brows. Yes, I would say so. How many times can a woman get eyebrows tattooed in her lifetime? With the proper technique, the whole life. Because every 2-3 years I can do refresh. Maybe I can do it even after 1 year when I'm working with the mineral pigment. But I have to work really with a good technique, with superficial work to hit the proper spot inside of the skin and I have to work with high quality pigments. If I'm doing everything correctly, then it's okay for this client to refresh the brows, the lips, the eyeliner every 2-3 years. It's completely okay. Do you have all your work healed perfectly? When you see social media of your master you like the most, and you can see every picture is so beautiful, it's okay. Of course, it's our marketing. We are using these pictures for our advertising, for our social medias to present ourselves. But in a real life, we don't have every work done perfectly. We are doing the same mistakes as all these masters, all these artists. We maybe have more beautiful hair result. Of course, we do have. We are working quicker. We have many happy clients, but still, we still have better results, not that good results, not a perfect result, because the skin condition of each client is different. The lifestyle is different. We don't know her activities all day. We don't know if she works out every day. We don't know how she sweats every day. We don't know a lot of things about her. Sometimes the contraindications are not consulted enough, and I don't know about her so much, so I don't pick the proper pigment, I don't pick the proper mix, and I'm not working with the proper technique. So we don't have, of course, every client happy. It's okay, but we know how to deal with this unhappy client. We know how to touch up the work we have done, and we are doing very important thing before the procedure and its consultation. If we know all about our clients, we know how the pigment to pick, what kind of mix to use, what kind of technique to use. So it's very important you to understand the client in a general. What do you like about being speaker on conferences? Well, this is a topic I would like to talk about because um, to be invited to every conference is not that I'm really special. It doesn't mean that I'm special. You have to pay a lot of money to become a speaker for a different conferences. I'd like to be invited without paying extra money for be a speaker. If I'd like to get know-how to my students, to the future artists, I don't want to pay for that. So that's why maybe many artists would hate me for this, but I think to present my technique, I can do it with different ways. I don't have to be a speaker on every conference, and don't like to visit the foreign conference to become special and to be well known. It's not my goal. I'd like to give you many information for free on my YouTube channel. I'd like to give you my online classes because I have collected all this know-how, knowledge and information 15 years. And that's why it's better for me to give you all this information here so you can get back to this information. And I'm not really a huge fan of being a speaker. Of course, when I'm speaker and somebody is inviting me, I really like to go, but I don't want to pay extra money for that. That I really don't like to pay for being well known. This is my honest truth. Why did you start with the online classes? Well, I'm not this talented artist that many of my students think I am. I think I am. I'm not that talented. I'm really trained. I trained a lot. I made a lot of latex work. I made a lot of trainings. When my children, my kids went to sleep, I had a time, 1-2 hours, when everybody sleeps, to work on latex. So this is my way. Because of my family, because of my children, because of my everyday work on my clients and my in my studio, I don't have a lot of time. That's why I really like to learn from online classes. This was my way. I've learned so many useful information and so many knowledge, so many know-how from the online classes during the COVID times. I've learned so much, and my work started to be so good just thanks to online classes. That's why I started to understand what does it mean for me, and I thought that maybe I can give all this information to bigger audience, to you, by YouTube channel, by internet, by online classes. That's why I started to do online. I can save time, I can save money, I can get back to this information all over again. because when you visit the offline class and you go to your studio master, of course it's good to see the work, it's good to see her hands, it's good to see her stretching and etc. But when you can watch the video all over again and you can back to this information, you will never forget it. You can get back to this information all over again. So that's why I love online classes, and I started to do it and create it for the other artists too. Do you have time for your family when you are such a good businesswoman? Well, I don't think I'm a good businesswoman because I don't have enough time to be a good businesswoman. I only have time to have my little small business and create some good stuff for you. But to be a woman, to be a wife, to be a mother and businesswoman all together, it's really hard. So if somebody is asking me about how do I handle it, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I mess up, sometimes I freak out, sometimes I'm really scared, and this emotion mixed to the happiness, to everything about the family as well. So it's really hard. And if you want to start this, you have to consider that it's really hard. For me, sometimes I want to quit. Sometimes I want to start to do completely different business or go to the work from 9 to 5. So it's pretty hard. Yes, it is. For me, for my husband, for my children as well. So I have to plan everything in advance. I have to plan in 1 year, and it's quite difficult, yes. This is my last question I would like to answer. I have a lot of here, but I can answer maybe on the next video. And if you want to ask maybe for more, ask me below and in the comment. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys liked the video, and subscribe and follow me for more. I will give you a lot of useful information about the permanent makeup and also about the work of permanent makeup artist, businesswoman, and mother as well. So bye.